I would just eat some sea moss. But King Erna coming to you guys live and direct. Make sure y'all hit the honorableearners.com to get your sea moss gold. You put this in water and you let it soak. Listen to me, guys. Once you get your sea moss gold and you like start feeling like, I don't know what to do, DM me in my inbox on Instagram at King Erna. No, listen to me. DM me ASAP. Don't hesitate to do it because I don't want you to miss out on having this honorable product. The reason why I say that is because some people will get to the point where they be like, Dad, you know, it was only $50. I'm just throwing it away. I don't feel like that. Listen to me. Make sure you soak this as long and make sure them veins is as big as possible. Once them veins is as big as possible, you know you see the water going in and out of it. That's when you make sure you take it out of there and you put it into a blender, man. And once you put it into that blender, it's going to paste up and it's going to tighten up. You need to know any further, information. Just Google King Erna Sea Moss Gold on the search engine here on YouTube. Okay, we got Taxstone and the Gump guy. What's this guy named? Troy Ave. Troy Ave is a rat, okay? A rat. He's a guy who involved himself in the community in reference to the industry of rapping and R&B, and he rapped the street rap. He rapped the rap that everybody in the street signed on. But soon as a situation don't go his way correctly like he would want it to go, he tells. And he got on the Breakfast Club and made sure that he, expressed that. And the crazy part about it is that he keeps talking bad about Charlemagne, but Charlemagne allowed you on the Breakfast Club after this. He could have very well said there's a conflict of interest. I don't want to converse with this rat, and moved on. You got to start accepting honor when you see it. But, like I said, when we're speaking of Troy Ave, we understand his honor. He doesn't have any. His honor is in the basement. Everyone is going to say, man, ain't no way you can claim self-defense. Ain't no way claiming self-defense is or being a rat. No, I never said that. But you let your lawyer talk. Why is he prancing around saying the things that he's saying? Making up lies on Taxstone. Listen to me. Taxstone is kind of like the person that's locked up, Taxstone is the individual who's like, seems to me to be being oppressed and being treated unfair here. This guy here is being treated with royalty from the system. He's out and about, get to go wherever he wanted to go, do what he wanted to do, and he gets to say, the streets is a myth. Well, I'm going to say to this. I'm going to say that he's not lying in reference to himself. The streets is a myth in reference to Troy Ave. He's a myth. Everything's about him a myth. The reason why I say that is because anytime you were seeking attention to be a gangster, to now being an individual that's like, oh, the streets is a myth. It took you at nighttime at a club to figure out the streets don't got no more honor? Huh? I'm confused. The reason why I'm mainly confused is because when you find individuals, young black brothers, coming up in the industry, growing, getting to some money, honoring their money, putting their money up, doing the right things by that, you got to respect that, because if you don't, what ends up happening is they don't have any ambition to continue to go on. And when you got guys like Troy Ave, every other song or every other blog singing, the streets is this, the streets, no, the streets is like that for you. Come on, let's be for real. Who are the streets like that for? The streets wasn't like that for a lot of other people, man. So whatever you went through, you got to let the youngins know, listen, this is what happened, youngin. I end up in a bad position. I was, quote, unquote, defending myself. And in the midst of that, I bowed out to being a rat because I didn't care after it was me shot. After they saw the evidence, they knew I gotta make sure that if I don't put myself in position of not being the one, they're gonna say I'm the one, because I'm telling you, the way they're looking at the cameras and all that, I'm caught. You panicked. You panicked about nothing. You panicked. You panic, and guess what? It's going to cost you because you think that you ain't going to get no time. Them judges over there ain't going to be so lenient towards the fact that you were just as guilty as anybody else. Bottom line, whoever was involved, if it was two people going through whatever they was going through, they both were wrong. Bottom line. But that don't mean converse to the police and give them everything you have. That kind of mind boggles me. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to make sure Troy Ave never forgets that his honor isn't intact. When I see him with guys like Bosco, I know his honor isn't intact. When I see him bouncing around, faking. I mean, this guy he took an old 50 Cent video with him and 50 Cent and wrestling on it, telling me I wanted to see if 50 would pop off that same stuff. You just making up stuff now. You're acting and pretending. And if that is the case, he didn't even honor you enough to say, guess what? I'm going to throw the video up there, act like we was cool. Nah, you don't get that type of honor. You felt that yesterday too, didn't you? You're kidding, you felt it. The first thing you probably said was, damn, Fifth didn't even comment or put me up. That's because your honor isn't intact. No one is going to be responding to you. You think you can get away with what you've done and then prance around and kick it with everybody? No, people are starting to get some understanding of this stuff and saying, you know what? I ain't honoring that, man. I'm not kicking it with you. You know, I'm not going to blast you and want to, tell your business, but at the same token, stay away from it. That's how the civilians are. They're sick of you guys, man. So, I just wanted to touch base and just say, in order to speak on the Troy Ave and the Taxstone situation, I think you have to be really qualified to do so. You have to have some hell of experience, some things happen where you can kind of peep what's going on. And what I look at it, what I think is going on, Troy Ave is trying to get everybody to have sympathy for him. And at the end of the day, in these streets, in this world, in this life, this thing y'all guys call the thing of y'all's, where it's, gangs and business and gangs and streets and gangs and all that other nonsense, you end up losing all the way around. You won't gain nothing. We got to strengthen up by understanding that. We got to tell the kids, listen, you won't win, but you don't got to lie to them about your situation and say, oh, I was just angel. I was an angel. I don't do nothing wrong. And some guys just tried to gun me down inside of a nightclub. And, I was the victim here of a stalker. And no. That's why it's not nobody's business but your lawyer. And once your lawyer speak up, you have nothing to do. Your lawyer know how he wants to present the case. That's what your lawyer does. It's your lawyer job. Of course you help out, but never, ever, ever mess up what your lawyer put in place, because at the end of the day, he studies law. He goes to law. He is law in a defense mode. That's him. He's defending law. He defends you lawfully. So don't be a strange person and rock with these people, how they carry it. A lot of them don't want to see people prosper in life, period. First of all, if you want to do anything that has to do with any type of positivity or doing anything going in the right direction, you have to want better for yourself first. How can you want better for others if you don't want better for yourself? So we got to start, holding on tight and being a little bit more stronger than we are. The reason why I say that, because I feel like the women aren't going through what we're going through. And the things that we are going through is what the women should be going through. Bottom line, no one should be arguing and fighting every other day. No one should be joking on social media, period. It's strange. It doesn't have the strength to say, I'm going to be amongst this type of individual because I won't allow it. I don't allow kitten fights. I don't allow myself to address negativity anymore. I don't. For what reason? When you're winning and you're going in and people are stagnated and they sticking in one spot, that makes them a loser. Same thing with the Troy Ave situation and Taxstone. Troy Ave wanted him to stay probably at that base level of a regular person, and Taxstone was taking it up, up, up. He was raising the bar. And him, you would think Troy Ave being a rapper, he would have said, maybe we can collab, maybe we can get together. He just wanted to play this good old Tootie, shoe from back Mount Airy, who want to walk around with her nose up and turn and frown up on people, man. And that's what you get when that happens. Misery loves company. I'm King Earner coming to you live and direct, and best believe that this right here will keep your minds out of the depths of misery. Keep your minds out of depths of abuse, mentally and physically, violence, negativity, anything that's wrong. This will cleanse your brain cells to go in the right direction. And this ain't no cap, this ain't no game, this ain't me trying to get a cell. Ask anybody that ever took CMOS school, from Dr. Sabi down to Left Eye. You get your best answers. King Earner, live and direct.